Hello, everybody. And so we're starting the second week of February and lots of action going on. Doing crazy stuff. But this is where you also need to apply your mind, not to go into fears or worries about everything that needs to be done. And I'm sure, like me, you're like, oh, I forgot that and that and that. And you just keep seeing stuff that needs to be done. But be present, stay present. Use your mind to allow you to choose what is most important. And you would see that amidst all of that crazy chaos and the doing, there's a lot of guidance coming through. And so no wonder I used the Ask the Angels card deck, which you can order from me. And I pulled the Nile card for wisdom. This is very much about inner wisdom, trust, allowing, but people misunderstand guidance sometimes. Sometimes my clients would say, but I don't know how to talk to the angels, or I talk but nothing happens. There's so many different ways, and in my books, both of my books, the angel one and the angel of death one as well, I describe the ways that you can experience it. And what I've seen lately as well, especially because it's a busy time, you will just know something. For me, it feels like it's surfacing, like you start to know something and then you become more sure and more sure about it until you know. So it's not necessarily about things outside of you, but things inside of you, things about you and what you need and how you express it in the world. So there has been some crazy, chaotic energy again. I saw my neighbors acting up again, and I understand it as me being challenged to find my balance, to stand in my power. So this is something that has been coming for a while, so you might have seen it as well. There's a lot of challenges right now. It's just another thing and another thing. But there's a lot of blessings in between. So stay focused on the blessings, stay focused in the gratitude. And like I always say every day, I just say thank you for the gifts. Thank you for all the gifts. And I just try and stay present, because otherwise all these other stuff will drive me crazy. So stay as present as you can, although there's a lot of things to handle and to be done. Underneath the surface of all of that, there's a lot of spiritual growth happening. And we're moving towards a point of utmost importance on the 17th of February. This is what the angels have been saying to me and in my classes for years now, is the critical point. We are moving to the critical point where more people need to choose to be aware, mindful, understanding, compassionate. And we've been training for this. We've been preparing ourselves to be able to live in that way. And so a lot of things are pressing our buttons to show us how we react, how we behave, whether we are ready to move into that change. Because there's a split coming. And if you stay anchored in fear and desperation and ego and all of those lower vibrational stuff, anger, frustration, you're going to be dragged into that for a much longer time than what is necessary. So this is your point of choice. This is where you decide to evolve as a soul, as a human being on earth, and where you decide to become more aware, more present, more mindful, more caring about your environment, about your body, about your family, about everything. Become present. Be in the joy of being alive instead of in survival. So we've got like a bit more than a week, maybe, I think. What day is it today? So I think it's about, not 10 days. Yeah, I think it's the 9th today. Hey, yeah. So less than 10 days. So, but like I say, you've been preparing for this. You've been aware. But now it's time to step up. It's time to be that. Be aware that you are that. Remember, your true identity, all of our true identities, is not affected by earthly energies and lower vibrations. Your true self is a higher vibrational being. So it's just to step back into that and to allow these layers to fall away, these fake things that you cling to and worry about. Start shifting that. Because when we reach the critical point, it determines what's going to happen on earth, whether we dive further into chaos, if there's more people on that side, or whether we move towards rebirth, compassion, love. So I know this all sounds very airy-fairy, but it is what it is. So the more you decide to be on that side of the critical point, the more your life will simply flow in that direction more and more, as you become more and more of your true self. So something to be aware of. And for the rest of this week, it's just carry wood, chop water, do what you need to do, try and sort everything out, and stay present and still allow the guidance to come through and to be aware. Okay? So choose yourself first. That's where it all happens. Be mindful, be kind, be in that self-love space. And I'll see you again next week. Bye, guys.